Hi, this is Griffin with Wasteland Furniture. Today we're going to be building the Better Homes and Gardens Cube Organizer Desk. This is our gray finish and it can be found on Walmart.com. Before you start, you want to check that none of your panels have any damage and they have all of your hardware. If you have any problems, you can refer to the number on the front of the manual and we'll get you taken care of. If everything is in order, we can begin assembly. For step 1, you're going to need 10 cam bolts, your A panel, and your F panel. Begin screwing the cam bolts into your F panel on these outer 4 holes. After screwing the 4 cam bolts into your F panel, screw the remaining 6 cam bolts into your A panel on the outer 6 holes. For step 2, you're going to need 6 cam locks, 4 cam bolts, and 2 wood dowel pieces. You're also going to need your E panel and your C1 panel. Start by inserting the cam locks into the E1 panel with the plus and minus sign pointing out away from the panel towards the pre-drilled holes. Remember, the plus and minus should point out towards the pre-drilled hole. Next, screw your 3 cam bolts into your E panel. Next, insert your remaining cam locks into the C1 panel. Remember, the plus and minus face out towards the pre-drilled hole. Then, screw your cam bolt into the middle of the panel. Next, you will want to insert the wood dowel pieces into the side that is unfinished. For step 3, you're going to need your D1 panel, 3 cam bolts, and 2 wood dowel pieces. Start by screwing in your cam bolts into the 3 holes. Next, insert your 2 wood dowel pieces into the inner 2 pre-drilled holes on the unfinished side of the panel. For step 4, you're going to want to take your D1 panel and flip it over. 4 cam locks and 1 cam bolt. Insert the 4 cam locks into the 4 holes with the plus and minus facing outwards towards the pre-drilled hole on the side. Next, screw your cam bolt into the middle of the panel. For step 5, you're going to want to take your G1 panel, 4 wood dowel pieces, and 2 cam locks. This time, use the smaller cam locks. Insert them into these 2 holes, and again, keep the plus and minus facing towards the pre-drilled hole on this side. Next, insert your 4 wood dowel pieces into the pre-drilled holes on the sides. For step 6, you're going to need your H panel and 4 wood dowel pieces. Simply insert them into the 4 pre-drilled holes on the outside of the panel. For step 7, you're going to want to have your I panel, 2 wood dowel pieces, and 2 of the shorter cam locks. Insert the cam locks so that the plus and minus face the pre-drilled holes on the outside of the panel. Next, take your 2 wood dowel pieces and insert them into the pre-drilled holes on the outside of the panel that are not the ones for the cam locks. For step 8, you're going to need your K panel, 4 cam locks, 2 wood dowel pieces, and the grommet. Start by inserting the grommet so that the space where the wires can come through is facing towards the short side. Next, insert the 4 cam locks into the panel. Again, the plus and minus need to face outside towards the pre-drilled holes. Next, take your 2 wood dowel pieces and insert them into the 2 pre-drilled holes on the end of each side. For step 9, you're going to need your B panel, your 2 hinges, and 4 of these smaller topping screw ones. Start by attaching the hinge to the panel so that this side of the hinge is on the opposite side of this little curve. Do the same thing on this other side. For part 10, you're going to need your C1 panel, G1 panel, H panel, and D1 panel. Start by attaching the C1 panel to the G1 panel. Align your G1 panel so that the cam locks face this unfinished side on C1. Then, tighten the cam lock by turning clockwise. Next, attach the H panel to the C1 panel, like so. And then attach the D1 panel to the rest of the assembly. And tighten the cam lock on this side. For step 11, you're going to need the assembly that we just made and your F panel. Attach the F panel by inserting the cam bolts into the cam locks. Then tighten each of the 4 cam locks by turning clockwise. For step 12, you're going to need your I panel, your K panel, E panel, and this assembly that we just made. Start by attaching the K panel so that the cam locks are facing towards this back end, and there should be this H panel sitting down here on the floor, just as a reference point. Then tighten the cam locks by turning clockwise. Next, attach the I panel and tighten the cam lock. Then attach the E panel. Then tighten the 2 cam locks on the back side. And the cam lock on the I panel. Once you have this assembled, attach the 4 caps over the cam locks on this back side. For step 13, you're going to need to flip over your unit. For step 13, you're going to need your B panel, 6 wood dowel pieces, and 8 of the smaller taping screw ones. Start by inserting the wood dowel pieces into the pre-drilled holes. On this section, you want to make sure to insert them in to the 4 inner holes. And the same thing goes for this side as well, the 2 inner holes. Next, you will want to attach this B panel to the assembly. using the 8 taping screws, topping screws. For part 14, you're going to need this assembly and your A panel. Attach the A panel to your assembly. And then tighten the 6 cam locks on the inside by turning clockwise. After you've attached the A panel, place 9 caps over the cam locks on the inside of the unit. Here in step 15, we are showing you that this B panel can be adjusted to raise up higher or lower, or more frontwards or more backwards. To go higher or lower, adjust the bottom screw, and if you would like it to go more forwards or more backwards, adjust the top screw. Make sure that you do this equally on both sides. In step 16, you first want to make sure that you have adjusted the hinges to how you would like them. Attach these protective pads to the bottom of the unit. Place 4 in each corner of this left side. And then place 2 on the other side. Then set the unit back upright. And now take panel J and 5 long taping screws. After you've flipped over your unit, you'll want to take your J panel and insert it like so. And then secure it with the 5 longer topping screws.